Yo, what is good, Celtics Nation? Welcome back to the channel, guys, and we have some more news, notes, updates that I want to make sure you guys are updated with. There's been, a lot going on in the NBA over the past couple of days. Throughout the first 2 days of free agency, we're now on day 3. The Celtics have made one move. Actually, I guess they made 2 moves, with a lot of moves that are, probably going to come in the next few days here that I just want to make sure you guys know, and just want to give you a big update is basically what's going on. We have a lot of rumors about superstars potentially joining our rival teams. For example, Damian Lillard joining Miami is definitely in contention. We also have James Harden probably getting out of Philadelphia. Where's he going to go? Who knows at the moment, but there's a lot of moving pieces right now, and I just want to discuss what's going on with the Celtics and what we should expect over the next few days of free agency. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let's see if we can get the video up to 500 likes, Celtics fans. Let's go, man. Hey, I will be live streaming every single Celtics game next season, including the Summer League games, which is probably like a week away. I think Celtics Summer League games start in about a week. We'll get to see a lot of Jordan Walsh and JD Davidson and some of the other young guys on the roster. So if you guys want to watch those games, live with me, make sure you guys join the family. But without any further ado, let's jump into today's Celtics update. Okay, guys, so the first thing I really want to talk about is what our roster looks like right now. Now, we did re-sign Kristaps Porzingis to an extension. I think it was a 2-year, $60 million extension, so he'll be here until roughly, 2025, 2026. He'll be here until right here, and then, we've got Jason Tatum under contract. We have Jaylen Brown under contract for next year, but we're still waiting for that big extension. It's going to be a supermax if it is agreed upon. It's been a little bit. I think he could have done it or could have signed it on July 1st at midnight. Has not happened yet. It looks like we're just, waiting things out, seeing how much he can get. I do expect them to come together and agree on a deal over the next few weeks. I do think they're going to, drag it out a little bit, make things interesting, and see what happens. Now, it does make me a little bit nervous with the rumors going on right now with Damian Lillard, so I'm not too sure if potentially Jaylen Brown is still getting, out there in trade rumors with Damian Lillard. I'm not sure if he's still in trade talks. I hope not. I think Jaylen Brown's a guy that we need to keep on this roster. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys want Jaylen Brown back on this team next season? Or would you rather us go out and maybe trade him? If you ask me, I think Jaylen Brown is young, hungry. He has gotten better each and every single year of his career, and I do think he struggled last year in the playoffs with that left hand, but I do think that this year he's going to completely overhaul his game in terms of his left hand, and I think he's going to come back 10 times better being able to handle the ball with his left hand. And if he does, guys, he's going to be maybe a top 15 player in the NBA. He averaged 27 points a game last year. He could bring that up to 29 to 30 if he really wanted to, and I do believe if he was a number 1 scoring option on a team, he could average 30 to 33 points a game. That's how good Jaylen Brown really is, and I don't think a lot of Celtics fans realize that if he got the shot attempts that Jason Tatum got, the dude would be top 10 in the NBA. So Jaylen Brown needs to be a Celtic for the rest of his career alongside Jason Tatum. We also have Malcolm Brogdon. News is coming out that, Brad Stevens is okay having Malcolm Brogdon as or one of our point guards going forward. If you ask me, I think Malcolm Brogdon is someone who I would definitely still like to have in Boston, especially as a 6-man. We saw last year he won 6-man of the year. Well, who's to say he can't do it again next year? Now, he was a little bit injured in the playoffs, so he's a little bit of a, unknown. Nobody was really, people didn't realize that he was injured, so they just said, oh, he had a terrible playoff run. Well, he was injured. He could barely even shoot the ball. So let him get healthy. I think Malcolm Brogdon being on our team next year won't hurt us. And when you look at what we have done so far, it's not bad, man. You got Derek White. I think the starting lineup right now next year, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis, Rob Williams. I mean, I think that lineup is not only versatile, but way more dynamic than it was last year in terms of our three-point shooting ability. In terms of our shot IQ, listen, I love Marcus Smart, but sometimes his shot IQ is not the best. I think Kristaps Porzingis, makes our shot IQ go from here to here. I really do believe that. We still got Derek White under contract. Rob's here for the next 3 years, if you guys can see that. Al's here for 2 more years. Now, Grant Williams, this is the biggest question mark right now. He has signed his what's that thing called? His I don't know what it's called, but he's still being offered, offer sheets from the rest of the NBA, and the Celtics have the opportunity to match any deal if they wanted to. Now, let's say he goes out and gets $17 million a year from, let's just say, the Pistons, for example. I don't think Boston is going to match that offer just because that number is so high. I don't really think we have the cap space to match a deal like that, which would, send Grant Williams to a new team for at least the next couple of seasons. Which is okay. We obviously saw it, and it's not listed here on this roster, but we signed O'Shea Brissett, a guy who is not the best three-point shooter in the world, but he's very athletic, very energetic. The man is going to give it his all in every single possession, which is what I loved seeing him do in Indiana. I think he's a guy who might not come in and get a lot of minutes, but he's someone who is going to work hard. He's going to try to get better, and if he does get a little bit more consistent in terms of his three ball, I think that he could actually be a big-time player for the Celtics in terms of a role player. Now, in terms of what else we got, Peyton Pritchard. Now, Peyton Pritchard did request a trade last season, did not get traded. I think trading Marcus Smart opens up a big window for Peyton Pritchard to come in and get some more minutes going forward. I do believe that Sam Hauser is going to have a massive season next year. I think he's going to get the majority, if not all, of the minutes Grant Williams was getting. The shots he was hitting last season, even in the playoffs when he would come in, not playing 4 games in a row, come in, hit 3 threes. I mean, Sam Hauser is a guy that I really do believe in. I really do trust to have him just sit in the corner or play alongside the perimeter of the offense, and I think he can hit a ton of shots. Now, the one thing I really want to talk about is this Kristaps Porzingis extension. Like we said, 2 years, $60 million, and he is going to be in Boston for at least the next 3 years, and he's 27 years old. He's 7'3". I think this is a type of guy that's going to be here for the next 3 years, but also helps his team out tremendously in terms of what he does and what he brings to this team in terms of his defensive ability in the paint. He can also move his feet a little bit. He actually had a very good season in terms of what he had or what he was working with before. He had a great season in terms of his defensive mobility. Offensively, it's post game. He has a 3-point shot. You can just give him the ball and he can work his magic. He can get some buckets to go. Very good mid-range shooter, but also very good in the post and can hit the 3 ball as well. I love Kristaps Porzingis. I think if this is the team we roll with next year, I think this is a very good team. It all comes down to the team chemistry and if they can, make up for losing a locker room leader like Marcus Smart. That's going to be probably the biggest thing we have to look out for. Can Kristaps Porzingis, can Jalen and Jason really step up as the team leaders, because they really do need to. Now, like I said, I love Kristaps, I love Jalen, Jason, Malcolm, Derek White, Rob Williams. I think this lineup is absolutely phenomenal compared to last season, and we all know what Joe Mazzulla wants to do is shoot them 3 balls. Kristaps Porzingis is a better shooter than Marcus Smart was, so right away, I think this is a good fit. Now, this is another very interesting thing that we have been seeing in the rumor mill. Boston Celtics showing interest in free agency Terence Davis of the Sacramento Kings. This is a very interesting guy. He's 6'4", I believe. Yes, it's right here. 6'4" guard. But the thing about Terence Davis is he's a very good defender. His prowess is insane. He can shoot the ball a little bit. Now, let's see what they say here about him. Let's read this together. He's 26 years old. Originally signed with the Toronto Raptors as an undrafted free agent back in 2019. In his last season with Sacramento, he averaged 6.7 points while shooting 42.3% from the floor. Okay. 36.6% from 3 off the bench. That's not bad. 36.6% off the bench from 3 off the bench is not bad at all. I feel like he'd be, cemented into a similar role. Definitely wouldn't be a starter for us, but someone who can add a little bit of a spark off the bench. And I think he could do that in terms of the energy he brings. He's athletic. He can, handle the ball decently. Let's see what else it says. Davis is above average 3-point shooter who can also bring a spark on the defensive end. Exactly what I was saying. A guy who can come in and just play good defense, which is what we want. We always want some guys who are versatile. I know he's only 6'4", but he has shown the ability to play or guard the 1 through 3 positions. So I do think he can come in here, with the experience that he has and potentially add something off the bench in terms of, at the guard position. Now, I don't really know if this is going to happen, if this is just a rumor or whatnot. I do think Peyton Pritchard deserves more minutes next season, and if we sign a guy like Terrence Davis, that might, recall Peyton Pritchard to request it for a trade again. So that's something we have to, talk about with Brad Stevens in the front office has to talk about. Do we go out and get Terrence Davis? Probably won't play too many minutes, and then does that upset Peyton Pritchard again? It's all all in the question right now, guys. But our roster right now looks good, man. It does look good. I love it. Kristaps Porzingis signed to an extension. He'll be here to at least 2026 with Jason Tatum. And keep in mind, that's the same year. They're projected to be here for the same year. This is going to be a big year in terms of us needing to re-sign players. It's going to be 2025, 2026. We also have Robert Williams, who's also going to be due for that year. So this could get very interesting, but I would say the number one priority for Boston right now is getting this man under an extension, man. Jaylen Brown, get the deal done. Get the deal done. But right now, as I see this roster, I think it is very good. I think we're deep. I think we're a much better shooting team. And if we can just get healthy, stay healthy, and build some team chemistry, Jalen, Jason need to, start becoming leaders of this team. I think this could be the year. I really do. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the family, turn on post notifications so you guys are notified every time we post a Celtics video, every time we go live for a game. Make sure you guys are here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Today's video is brought to you by ProClass, the absolute best place for you to take your game to the highest level. It's the first of its kind sports training and development platform where you can reach your highest potential by learning from some of the best athletes on the entire planet. Some of these guys include Damian Lillard, De'Aaron Fox, Allen Iverson, DeMar DeRozan, and so many more. And I have some great news for you guys. If you guys go use my code, MattyDubs, you'll get 50% off hundreds of training videos, workouts, and drills, and you can get in the lab right now. So go check it out. Go steal some of the secrets from some of the top players in the world right now. And if you are interested in developing your skills at any level, if you play in middle school, high school, college, or if your goal is just to be a better athlete, a better basketball player, this is where you need to go. Nobody else does this. Go check them out, and you can learn, develop your skills at a fast pace, high speed level. Click the link in the description for instant access to all of the secrets in the world. And remember, using code MattyDubs will get you 50% off right now, so don't miss out on this offer.